Now I'm going to run you through 8 photos which are going to show you what to do and what not to do when it comes to your online dating body language. Want to know one huge mistake that I see day in, day out in people's online dating photos? It's of course having bad body language. I'm dating coach and TED speaker Hayley Quinn, and in this video I'm going to give you an 8-point tutorial on how you can nail the body language in your online dating pictures. Now remember, body language can make the difference between us appearing confident, self-assured and attractive. So I'm really lucky today to have had the help of one of my coaching team, Parvin, help me to create this posing guide for you. If you're currently not getting the matches that you want, chances are that with a few small tweaks to your profile, with a bit of effort, with a friend or with a tripod, you can start to see much more success online. And as much as we might not like that our expectations for photo quality have gone sky high in the age of social media, if you do want to get the matches that you want and you want to present yourself in the best possible way, it's so important to get that body language down. Now, before I go into my 8 poses that I want you to think about when you're creating great online dating photos, I wanted to add that if you want more advice on what to write in your profile and what should be in the background of your pictures, head over to my video, which is the 5 P's of online dating success. It is linked beneath this video. Okay, so let's quickly meet Parvin.
When we think of body posture in photos, there's a few things we can think about. A few of those things would be yoga, Pilates, and ballet. When we hear that, we immediately think elongated arms, elongated legs, and upright posture. Think about having a thread through your crown. Even if you're wearing heels, think about pointing your toes. It translates a lot better in photos. I know sometimes in our actual lives we can walk around a little bit slouchy and that feels fine, but in photos it looks just closed up. So in order to have more of an open body language, think of upright posture. Also, the second thing I would think about is creating shape. A lot of times when we stand straight like this, it can look a bit boxy. So just turning a little bit to the side, putting one leg in front of the other, tilting your head, that's one of the ways we can create shape. The other way is if you're sat down, instead of just sitting down a bit slouchy, again, even when you're sat down, think of the same open body language. Ask a friend to take loads of pictures and use these tools to practice.
Okay, Parvin, thank you so much for helping me with this. Now I'm going to run you through 8 photos which are going to show you what to do and what not to do when it comes to your online dating body language. Okay, so in our first pair of photos, we see Parvin with her shoulders hunched and Parvin stood up straight. You'll notice when you hunch shoulders, it kind of looks like you're uncomfortable in the space. It signals that you might have low self-esteem. So make sure that you stand up straight in all your pictures. You can use that old dancer's technique of imagining that there's a thread coming from the top of your head that's pulling you upright. Roll those shoulders back and it'll immediately look like you're much more comfortable in your space. The second set of photos is where Parvin's either bracing her tummy, that's like clenching those core muscles, those Pilates muscles, and the other one, Parvin slouching. Now, maybe if you happen to be a super cool model, you can get away with slouching. For most of us mere mortals out there, bracing our core is going to be a much better way to go. It's going to make us look more athletic. It's going to make our clothes hang better on us and again, show better self-esteem. This next set of photos creates a contrast, and rather than one being right and one being wrong, you might want to experiment with both styles in these pictures. So the first image here shows that Parvin head on into the camera. This creates a real intensity in the picture. On the other hand, Parvin is looking off to the side. Now, by looking off to the side, you tend to look softer and more approachable. So whether you use a combination of these head positions or one or the other is all about what values you want to put across in your profile. Okay, so this next set of pictures is all about how to pose successfully while sitting in a chair. Now, it's quite easy to sit in a chair and look very tense. If you have very symmetrical body language, that's where the two halves of your body match up, that instantly gives this vibe of, I'm waiting to go into my GCSEs or I'm waiting to go into an exam, whilst creating asymmetrical body language, which isn't matched, looks more relaxed and looks glamorous. This is also true for your dates, by the way. So if you're waiting for a hot date at a bar, make sure that you put one arm up on the armrest behind you on the table, cross your legs, have one leg out in front of you. All of the asymmetrical body language will just make you look more comfortable. So in this next set of pictures, Parvin is using props. Now, props are really useful in pictures because sometimes the hardest part of a picture to get right is what do you do with your hands? And if you're like me and you perpetually seem to have claw hand in your pictures, grabbing a prop could be a great workaround for this, whether that's a pair of sunglasses, a big hat, or a mobile phone. You also might be surprised to hear that in my women's dating boot camp, Going Renegade, we actively work with props as a great way to get guys to approach us. But that's a story for another time. I'll just leave the link below this video. In this next picture, we see Parvin with 1 foot forward, almost like she's stepping down a staircase. Having 1 foot forward, whether that's with your legs crossed or that kind of walking down a staircase look, helps to elongate your body. It's another model hack to look really good in your photos. This next set of photos, Parvin is working her femininity and the contrast photo is just standing straight on. You would probably be amazed at what goes on behind the scenes at Instagram. Whilst of course I want everyone out there to love the body that they have. If you want to show off your curves, if you want to show your body in the best possible light, be conscious of how you're standing. That can just make the difference between you exuding that feminine, confident vibe and looking perhaps more like you're about to go into a job interview. The final set of photos simply shows Parvin smiling or not smiling. So sometimes not smiling can be mysterious and it can work, maybe if you're looking off to the side in your pictures. But a lot of the time, smiling is just a great thing to put in your online dating pictures. You must have at least one photo where you're smiling. Smiling shows approachability, and that's probably one of the most important factors to online dating success. Now that you have these 8 examples of different kinds of body language, I want you to now challenge yourself to get some new pictures and get that online dating profile a really good revamp. Now, as ever, when you're taking those pictures, make sure you have great lighting, a good background, and a really great friend on hand to help you out. But great photos can make a massive difference in terms of the quality of people you're attracting and therefore your experience of online dating. So to help yourself feel more motivated again, go out there and get those pictures. And if you would like some more advice from Parvin and I about how you can rock your online dating profile, then head over to hayleyquinn.com/club to see about joining our women's coaching group. If you found this video helpful, I would also really appreciate it if you could give it a like, a comment, or a share, or maybe even treat me to subscribing to my channel. Hope to see you again soon.